To talk about analogies of the Trinity, we have to start just with a couple minutes on thinking about what the Trinity is and how we should think of it. And I think the simplest way to put this is we really ought to think of the doctrine of the Trinity as being upheld by two pillars. One of those pillars that upholds the doctrine might be called the distinction pillar, where Father, Son, and Spirit are distinct from each other. So it's not the case that Father, Son, and Spirit are three names for the same person. Like I'm Bruce, I'm Mr. Ware, and I'm Jody's husband. So those are three names for the same person, but actually Father is a distinct person from Son, and Son a distinct person from Holy Spirit. So distinction is one of the pillars. The other pillar is the unity or equality pillar, in which the Father, Son, and Spirit share together the one identical divine nature. So they're equally God because each possesses fully the one divine nature. So bear in mind, this means they don't possess, Father, Son, and Spirit don't possess merely 1/3 of the divine nature, but rather the whole divine nature is possessed by the Father, the whole divine nature by the Son, the whole divine nature by the Spirit. One divine nature, that is the collection, as it were, of all of the essential attributes of God, possessed fully by the Father and the Son and the Spirit. And yet, Father, Son, and Spirit are distinct personal expressions of that one God. So God is one and three in the doctrine of the Trinity. One of the ways the church has expressed this visually is a chart that really does help because of the is and is not. You'll notice as you look at it, where the Father is not the Son is not the Spirit, and yet the Father is God, the Son is God, the Holy Spirit is God. So distinction, Father, Son, and Spirit distinct from each other, but unity and equality. The Father, Son, and Spirit comprise the one God. And by the way, you can hear that in John 1:1. In the beginning was the Word was with God, distinction. So the Father and Son are distinct from each other, but the Word was God, equality. So both those pillars have to be in place for the doctrine of the Trinity. An illustration that I have used over the years that I do find helpful in a broad way of thinking about the Trinity. It's not perfect, and I'll explain the imperfection of it in just a moment. But it is to imagine in your mind three exactly overlapping circles. So imagine a whiteboard, and I take a blue marker and draw on the board a blue circle. So you have on the board one circle that is encompassed by one line, a blue line. Now I take a green marker and overlap the blue line exactly, which is hard to do in actuality. It's easier to do just as a mental project, right? You take a green marker and overlap the blue one exactly, so you have on the board one circle. The blue circle is the green circle. The green circle is the blue circle. And yet the green line is not the blue line, right? So you take one more, a red marker, and overlap exactly the blue and the green. So you have on the board one circle where the green circle and the blue circle and the red circle are the identically same circle, and yet the red line is a distinct expression of that circle. The blue line a distinct expression, and the green line a distinct expression of that one identically same circle. So something like that is true of the Trinity, where the nature of God is possessed fully by the Father, fully by the Son, fully by the Spirit. And yet the Father is a distinct expression. Now here's where the illustration fails, is that geometrical figure of a circle is not personal. But with Father, Son, and Spirit, these are persons. These are persons who act and speak and are functioning fully as persons. And so these are distinct personal expressions. The Father is a distinct personal expression, the Son a distinct personal expression, the Spirit a distinct personal expression of that one undivided divine nature commonly possessed by the one God. And all three persons of the Trinity possess in common that one divine nature.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, visit sbts.edu/sample to access free theology lectures from Southern Seminary.